Take a look down the Soviet bench. Tikhonov. He's been in this position before. Usually his team is in the leading position through the 80s, but since about 1989, the Soviet team has been slipping without some of the great scoring stars. On Koharski telling the benches that's all the changes to be made. Wait and see at what point they may try. Usually they don't pull the goaltender.
No, that is a rule. Lutsev in the middle. Kovalenko goes to the right side. Heineroff is on the left. For Team USA, they're going to make a switch here. Kevin Hatcher is trying to determine who is leaving the ice. It's got to be one of the defensemen. It'll be Jimmy Johnson who leaves. Hatcher stays out.
Interesting that Koharski would let them change. It's a last change in favor of the Soviets.
Jeremy Roenick turned on Butsev to win the faceoff. Roenick bumps solidly back of the net, but Madonna open on right wing. Slips around one check and brings the U.S. through center ice. Roenick with him. 3 men back. The drop pass to Roenick is offside. And Roenick, Madonna had a little something going with Stelnikov. Roenick reacting to that. The goaltender out waving his stick at Mike Madonna. Now some pushing of a more serious nature than we saw earlier. 1 minute and 11 seconds shows on the clock. Time remaining in this third period. Things simmer down.
Here's Mike Madonna. There's a good hit on Madonna. He put himself offside. Roenick and the goaltender have something going. There's a stab at the puck. Roenick turns back. He's been a thorn in the side of not just the goaltender, Sletnikov, but also the whole Soviet team.
Now Otto on the face-off. The puck controlled by the Soviets. Asatonov down the right side. Pulls up. Tried the center one. Got a second effort playing it around Suter. Up comes Chris Chelios. His pass is off Joel Otto. And well wide of the Soviet goal. Icing. 55 seconds remaining in this game.
Goaltender watching the bench as if he was looking for something. Something they just don't do. Although the assistant coaches are now talking.
The assistants are Igor Dmitriev and Vladimir Yursinov. Dmitriev coaches the Soviet wings. Yursinov, the Dynamo team. Tim Taylor seeing his team up 2-1, but a face-off in their own zone.
Tikhonov keeps gesturing, Jigs, as if they've got the bench door open. I think he wants the goaltender out. Now the goaltender isn't looking at him. He keeps gesturing. He wants him off. The goalie's not looking at the bench.
He can't count either. He's checking all of his teammates. He should have been able to count 6. They've taken a man off. Kozlov has gone back to the players' bench. Fedorov, Shamnov, and Prokhorov up front. See 55.6. That is the new rule in the NHL. The time clocks in the final minute will tick down in tenths of seconds. Otto took the man. The puck comes loose. Eddie Olchak got it to the line. The Soviets hold it in. Fedorov feeds the point. Kravchuk, big drive, is blocked at the defense, and up with it is Dave Christian. Fedorov back for the Soviets. Chelios puts it inside the USSR zone with 40 seconds to go. Asatonov flips it up the boards. Joel Otto gets to it. He's giving it to Ed Olchak. To Otto at center ice. Otto away from Fedorov. 27 seconds left. Team USA on the verge of beating the Soviets for the first time ever in Canada Cup play. Prokhorov is over the line. What a hit by Hatcher. 13 seconds left. The Soviets up with it. The shot from Kravchuk is cradled and held by Richter, but referee Don Koharski. It's between Hatcher and Prokhorov.
What a timely hit by Kevin Hatcher. Play the body, take him out, eliminate him. Richter comes up with another save. There's the play ahead. There's the hit by Kevin Hatcher on Prokhorov. Save here by Richter. That's an easy one for him in this game.
Hatcher stays on the ice. Ryan Leach will be his defense mate. The Soviets huddling at the bench around Viktor Tikhonov. He has coached in every Labatt Canada Cup tournament. 61 years of age now. 12 consecutive years his Red Army team won the title of the Soviet Union Elite League.
He did play hockey. A lot of people don't realize that he played 296 games in the Elite League, Soviet Union.
Tim Taylor talking strategy with his team.
Important thing here, of course, with 7 seconds just to win the faceoff. Imagine you'll see Joel Otto in the center ice spot.
The Soviets have outshot Team USA 12-5 in this third period. Outshot USA 16-6 in the first. Yes, I'll tell you what, there will be some walking wounded after this game. The hitting has been prominent, and the crowd has loved every second of it. They're standing at Chicago Stadium.
Extra attacker on the ice.
7.6 seconds. Team USA, Granato. He is out there along with Roenick, Leach, Hatcher, and Otto. The Soviets with all 6 men inside the USO. Fedorov will take the draw. Zamdov and Kasatonov up front. Lutziev has dropped back. Now he'll go wide on the right side.
If you wonder what the confusion, Tim Taylor has not had a lot of opportunity. These players have not played together that much. They haven't been in this situation. They're not sure. They want to be sure that they're in the right place when the puck is dropped.
Big face-off here. Joel Otto was leaning in to Fedorov. Renato and Seamak are on the far side of the circle. The Soviets win the draw. Seamak trying to step out of the corner. Zamdov centers. That one wide of the net. Comes outside the blue line. Team USA wins.
That guarantees them the medal round. The fans here, of course, have been on their feet for the last couple of minutes.
Being congratulated by his teammates. A brilliant goaltending performance by Richter. Faced 37 shots. Viktor Tikhonov isn't going to stay around for the presentations. He waved an arm as in disgust toward the officials and Team USA, and then stalked off the ice. Here are the awards presentation.
The Labatt Player of the Game for the Soviet Union team will receive an Inuit carving courtesy of Canadian Tire is number 26, Alexei Zamahanov. The Labatt Player of the Game for Team USA will receive a Canon Futura camera is number 1, Mike Richter.
Our final score at Chicago Stadium. Team USA 2, USSR 1. This is the 1991 Labatt Canada Cup.
We got Chelios and Zamgoff, 26.
At Chicago, the U.S. over the Soviets 2-1 for the first time in the history of U.S. participation in the Labatt Canada Cup. A win over the Soviets. It wasn't easy. Early in the game, Team USA backing in a lot, almost to the hash marks, almost right into Mike Richter several times, but they recovered nicely, did what they had to do defensively, and win this game.
I think I remember back to the time when the coaches of the Team USA jigs talked about some of the individual efforts that they were going to need if they were going to succeed in the Canada Cup. And they talked about Mike Richter, who has been assigned the goaltending duties throughout this tournament so far, that he would have to take one game. Somewhere he would have to win one game, and this one he did.
Oh, did he ever. He was brilliant throughout. He got a little bit of luck from time to time. The only blemish, of course, was the goal by Zamnoff early in the third period.
A pretty goal set up here by the Soviets. There was a quick wrist shot, and you could see the Team USA, the defenseman was lined up in front of him. I'm not so sure that Richter didn't get a very good look at it. There's the shot rebound. That was by Team USA. This is Pat LaFontaine. You'll see him come in on the right side of the net as the goaltender faces out. That was Pat LaFontaine's goal. So a pretty emotional hockey game. An extremely big win for Team USA. It guarantees them.
That goal by LaFontaine turned out to be the game winner. The Soviets thought they had one taken away. This was in the second period. Richter.
The kind of action that we saw. Look at this, turning and blistering it. Still on his feet, still in possession of his balance.
And he, of course, selected as the U.S. star of the game, or Labatt player of the game for the U.S. I don't think there was any doubt who it would be tonight.
Well, he was truly the best player on the ice, Jigs, and it was quite a display of goaltending.
So Team USA moves into sole possession of second place. The only loss was to Team Canada, undefeated. Their win over the Czechoslovakia squad tonight gives them 7 points. The Americans are next with 6th, and Finland with 5 points. And the United States has won this by a final score of 2-1. Madonna and LaFontaine with the goals here.